Hey guys, welcome back here. We are playing some more Edge of Eternity cards, and this time we're playing Thoughties. Hey guys, we've got something, I'd say a little bit different. It's very middling in terms of deck building constraints, but effectively we're playing Gardens, right? That's the idea. We have had to cut Crypt Rats down, and the reason for that is basically the package that we're running. But essentially what we are playing is Gardens, which is a mid-range deck. We're playing Troll of Khazad-dûm, an Avenging Hunter to close out the game, along with some removal like Defile and Cast Down, along with Spin and Darkness. And essentially the big difference is what I've done is we're playing Temporal Intervention. Ugh, that was a mouthful. And what I've decided to do is basically run Corrupted Conviction and Village Rites with Shambling Ghast, Mesmeric Fiend, Colony Garden, and Curse Marauder. And that is essentially so I can maximize Temporal Intervention on turn 2. So I can play turn 1 Shambling Ghast, or even turn 1 Tapland, the Haunted Mire. Turn 2 Shambling Ghast plus Village Rites. Make a treasure, and because the Shambling Ghast is left play, I can either use the treasure to cast Temporal Intervention, or I can use the Swamp if I've played one of them on turn 1 to play Temporal Intervention. So I get access to turn 2 Thoughtseize quite well. What I've also got in there is 3 Mesmeric Fiends as another way to sort of add ripping their hand apart. Because Mes Fiend works really well with obviously Village Rites and Corrupted Conviction. That we can basically do that. So that is the idea anyways. After that, we're essentially just a mid-range deck trying to win the game with Avenging Hunter and Troll of Khazad-dûm. So we'll see how we get on there. We're playing a Curse Marauder as sort of like a Tithe Blade style effect. I don't know if this card's going to be good or not, but I'm probably going to say no. But we'll see how we get on. We've obviously got Defile and Cast Down and Spin and Darkness to obviously kill whatever we need to kill, which is pretty good going. Shambling Ghast also kills stuff, which I'm pretty excited for. I'm excited to try this deck because I'm intrigued to see how well it does. And then we're going to try and win the game with Avenging Hunter and Troll of Khazad-dûm. We can obviously technically win the game by attacking with the other stuff. I think what I do need though, which I've talked myself into while thinking about this, is I probably need some redundancy, right? So I want a Blood Fountain, maybe 2 Blood Fountains, and we will cut a card, probably Eviscerate Insight. And then from there, post board, that gives us some redundancy, right? Obviously, either Mes Fiend, a Curse Marauder, or even mainly just Avenging Hunter and Troll of Khazad-dûm is the main reason. In the sideboard, it should be a very self-explanatory sideboard. We're playing 4 Weathers for the aggro matchups. We're playing Troublemaker Oof for hitting, obviously, artifacts and enchantments, of course. We're playing Fairy Macabre for Spy, mainly. It obviously hits other graveyard decks, but mainly Spy. 3 Drowns for the aggro matchups, and then 2 Last Rites for mainly for High Tide. Is the sort of thing going on. Yeah, so that is the idea. And I'm excited to try this deck. I hope it's a fun league. And yeah, do not forget to like and subscribe. We are nearly at 3k subscribers, of course. Thank you, Daybreak, for obviously the early access opportunities that you've seen. And of course, I will see you guys in round number 1. Hey guys, welcome back here to round number 1. We are okay. Keep this hand. Double Temporal, no real way to trigger it right now. So we'll just lead on Colony Garden. Island. Yes. So, what do we want to do here? So we can kill this with a Curse Marauder. I feel like killing this with a Curse Marauder is probably better than what we want to do. It dies. We can then, obviously, if they commit something else, play a Cast Down Temporal Intervention. Okay. Village Rites, huh? So let's start with that. Let's Village Rites this, see if they're gonna Spellstone Sprite us. They do. So when this comes in, cast down it. Thank you. Can I have my 2 cards? Thanks. Oh, we didn't hit a land, but we do have more cards to sort of keep going. There's Shamblingast. See what to do here. Shamblingast's quite a problematic card for them, right? If it resolves, because we can use it to start killing stuff. Yeah. I think I'm gonna pass, to be honest. I could Corrupted Conviction this to make a treasure. This is fine. This sort of Calnigan's sort of cooking us a little bit. I think what I want to do is I want to just pass. And what else do I want to do after that? That's the question. Do I let this resolve and let them get a ninja in play? Or do I Corrupted Conviction now and then still just kill it? I think I'm going to Corrupted Conviction this now and give this nice one. They can pay 2 to draw a card, which is, I'm assuming, what they'll plan to do. They could snap it as well. Both are reasonable. But I'm basically just trying to stop them ninjaing right now. My awkward thing is I'm not hitting land drops here to... So they do snap this, sort of as expected. Are they going to counter this Corrupted Conviction, though? If they counter in their turn, it's sort of fine, right? So that fizzles. What about this? This resolves. Sure. End the turn. So let's play this. Let's play another Corrupted Conviction. Let's try and Thought Season. They get to put in... Oh, they counter it. Sure. This is fine-ish. The land drop situation is quite awkward right now. But, yes. They've got 2 cards in hand. So let's see, after all that effort, now at 3, see if they're going to be able to get what they need to do. Or get what they need to do. 2 mana ninja. Sure. Seems fine to me. So they have 3 cards in hand and one of them's the new Gillblade card. Shamblingast is a pretty good one. So what we'll do is I will Curse Marauder here. See if this resolves. They can flash in their dude. They do not. So I'm going to... I think I'm going to let this resolve. No, they're going to respond. Snap their guy. I can kill this to stop the counter. They have a Gillblade and then a ninja and then one unknown. I don't think I'm going to care. Sure. You can untap. Do I think I'll let this go, and then I'm just going to temporal intervention them. So that their last card has to be a counter spell. So it's Gillblade, so just take a ninja. Go. We're having real trouble with the... Yep, double Gillblade. Trouble with mana right now. Obviously, double green's not really helping us right now, but they've got 1 card in hand. They're probably going to sack these, though. This is not the worst draw. Swamp. Play Swamp. Shamblingast. And then pass, I think. I think it's best to pass. And then we'll probably Corrupted Conviction their upkeep. And kill one of these. Basically, I'm forcing them to use the 2 mana draw a card aspect on it in their turn. As opposed to our turn. Yep. Sort of the idea. Cool. I'm going to defile this. They'll either counter it or they'll draw a card. Okay. Blued Fountain, huh? That resolves. Interesting. Do we want to commit this? The important thing is, do we want to commit this Avenging Hunter? I feel like we do. If they have a counter spell, they have a counter spell. If they don't, the only awkward thing is if they have a Flash Flyer, Spellstutter Sprite, or a 4th Gillblade, 3rd Gillblade. Or a Fairy Duelist, I guess, clearly. They attack. Do they have a ninja? The problem is we've just got 2 village rights right now. And obviously a swamp. But they do have a ninja. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can attack. They have what, a Fairy Duelist, was it? 3 mana for an Of One Mind. I'm going to play this land. They've now got 5 cards in hand. So let's attack for 5 here. We're going to Lost Well, I think. So we don't want the Bajuka Bog. We do want the Defile. We want to play a land out. And then we can... 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves us with 3 mana available. What do we want to bring back? Double Shambling maybe? Shamble. And then when they flash in their fairy duelist here, we will spin in Dynasty. See if they have a Dispel or a Spell Pierce here. Nope. They have another Galeblade. Sure. Village Rights kill this before they can draw a card. Yeah. Sweet. Whew. Nice. So then, how do we then get better in game number 2? I felt like a fight. All that flash stuff. Blech. I think Drowning Sorrow is quite interesting, right? I think a Curse Marauder is generally pretty bad. If that's the case, then probably Mezfiend's also pretty bad. Probably Mezfiend is actually pretty bad. It's probably worse than Curse Marauder, right? Probably just try something like that. It's a lot of draw. Double Defile is fine. Yep. Do we just Defile this? I kind of think so. We just want to. What we don't want to do is stop them ninjaing, and it's sort of how you tackle this matchup. You just stop them ninjaing, and then they get like really clunky draw. I guess it's less so now with the flash guy, but they in theory get really clunky draws, and you sort of win from there. Is the idea. See if they're flashing the fairy duelist. No, nothing. Okay. 3 mana. Fairy Seer. Sure. Sure. I think I do need to try and Village Rights this end of turn. So let's see if they're going to counter this. They might. Spell Stutter. Pretty awkward, right? We hit a land drop, so that's not the worst. We then have to go cast down, Spinning Darkness. The awkward thing again is, so it's a Curse Marauder is really awkward, right? Because I want to cast it and I want to Corrupted Conviction. But they're just going to flash in a guy. So I think I just have to hold up the file here. They don't. Sure. That's a bit awkward. Am I just playing like a 3 mana Thoughtseize here? I don't think so. I think I can wait a turn before I cast a 3 mana Thoughtseize. So I'll wait in their upkeep. Try and kill it. They can counter it, of course. It's fine. It's not fine, but it'll do. Sure. 4 mana. 4 cards, sorry. Another Temporal Intervention. So, what do I want to do here? I can discard this to draw 2 if this resolves. So, I can try and draw 2 here. Or do a Temporal Intervention. I feel like I'm going to have to try and draw 2. Let's press OK, see what they do. They might sack this to draw a card, so it does nothing. And then if that's the case, then I want to do this, try and find a swamp. We hit a bog. I mean, I guess we're bogging. It's not the worst, right? We've now got 5 cards in hand. We get to go Colony Garden, Corrupted Conviction, Intervention. So it's not the end of the world. So we have to play Colony Garden here. We are then going to go Corrupted Conviction on here. See what to do. 2 mana for a Spell Stutter. Spell Stutter's quite odd because I can't actually kill it right now. If I did, that'd be great, but not meant to be. Give me your hand. Counterspell, 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 force spike. Jesus Christ. I guess we take a counterspell. So you have counterspell, force spike. Sure. And a 1/1. Yeah. They drew a Fairy Seer. Okay. So they can still have a hard counter here. What did it do? 1 top, 1 bottom. So surely must be a ninja if they're topping it. Not great. That's for sure. 2, 3, 4, 5. We just sort of ran out of gas here, but that's okay. We can get back in this. We're on a healthiest life total because of the Spinning Darkness. They did have a ninja. So they have Force Spike, Counterspell, Spell Stutter. 1 unknown. Okay. So we know their entire hand. That's fine. Come on. I mean, I'm still doing it. Wonder if they're going to let this resolve. I imagine they have to, right? I don't know what I'm supposed to take. I think it might just be Spell Stutter, right? Let's not hold anything. Let's not hold back. I guess technically I should have, but We know their hand still. It's a hand. Yeah, I think the big thing is with this sort of build of it with creatures, it sort of falls down a little bit due to the fact that you draw less cards than Wellspring. So, with a Deadly Dispute effect and a Wellspring, you draw 4 cards all in. 1 off the Wellspring entering, 1 off the Wellspring leaving, and 2 cards off the card that you're using. Where Village Rites, you only draw 2. So here we're going to take the, most likely the counterspell. Yeah, they probably might as well just counterspell this. Because at this point, that's the card I'm taking. So they have 2 Force Spikes and an Unknown. Where I'm going to 12. Maybe 11 if they have another Ninja. Yep. Interesting. I would have probably switched it, right? If I was them. So you don't have to discard a card. But they're probably going to discard a Force Spike at this point, right? They discard an Island. They think Force Spike is more relevant than land drops. Sure. Well, we can't win these sort of games. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're just dead, right? We're just going to go next game. There's no point in playing. Calm the Garden, cast down. Yeah, we're not winning that game. It's just pretty unfortunate. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in Oofs instead of a Curse Marauders. They don't do as much, obviously. They only hit Moon Circuit Hacker. But they block quite well. Maybe not. That sounds like a bad idea. Okay. We don't have anything to sacrifice, which is a real cost at the moment. But we have quite a lot of removal. We might just be able to go land into Drown as well. Well, let's go. I think the main thing is, like, obviously a deck like Fairies, the intervention's a much more relevant card than Duress. Which is something that really excites me. I don't know if it's worth changing the deck like this at the moment. You know, like changing it to Ghasts and Curse Marauders and stuff, Village Rites. But we will see. Fairies, yeah, sure. 1 top, 1 bottom. So what do we do here? I gotta file this. Dispel? I still think it's worth stopping the stuff like this to do this, I think. I believe so anyways. I would like something to obviously sacrifice. Perfect. Really? Assuming they don't have a counterspell. Anyways. Like actual factual counterspell. Do we pass it? I don't think we pass it to them, right? I don't think we can. It's not like a Force Spike. Yep. Can't pay for that. And then they sack this. Or do they have a Gillblade? No. Do they still have a Gillblade? Nope. I knew the Force Spike was coming, but we can't play around it really. We've got to try and draw as many cards as we possibly can here. 3 mana off on mine, sure. And they've hit a land. And they've hit a Fairies here. And they're at 3 cards. Can I have another Curse Marauder? No. Am I supposed to drown just this? I feel like that's a waste. But then they can start holding up counter spells. They can hold up Force Spike. I need to try and find something to sacrifice, right? Is the big thing I need. Yeah, I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna drown this. I don't want a temporal intervention because I just need things to sacrifice. I need land drops. I need things to sacrifice. I definitely bottomed that, right? Yeah. There was just 2 temporal interventions on top. Sure. Intervention. At least if they're gonna spell stutter, the spell stutter doesn't counter this. So they need like, yeah, a hard counter plus something. Yep. Yeah. The game's gotta run away. We've missed land drops. Our Village Rites didn't resolve, and these Village Rite things are just not free. I think the big pull, right, is obviously we get to, with Eviscerate Insight, you get to play like a couple of 4 cards and a Fairy Duelist. Well, we got a land, which isn't the worst. Might as well get a Haunted Might because we're not doing anything with it. Just on the off chance we might resolve this Avenging Hunter, I guess. Yep. I think for me the two big differences, right, is you don't draw as many cards in the Shambling Ghast and the like creature and Village Rites sort of role. So ultimately you can't bury them in card advantage and removal. Like, we managed to do it game 1, but that was because of Shambling Ghast, right? Shambling Ghast did a lot of the heavy lifting. Yeah, we're just going to go next game. Hey guys, welcome back into round number 2. We are on the draw. We can go Shambling Ghast here on 1, which I think is better than playing Garden, right? Because if we draw Temporal Intervention, we can make a treasure and still Temporal Intervention. Triple removal spell. So, we're against Mono Black Sack, which is a bit of a worry. Kind of want to play this, but I also don't at the same time. Kind of want to play the Colony Garden too, get that out of our hand. I think I'm supposed to either defile this or play this, and I think I'm siding towards playing the Shambling. They can go land Carrion Feeder dude, like a sack dude, Carrion Feeder dude to make one of these big, and then attack. They can the Carrion Feeder can sack itself to play Thoughtseize. There's also another thing they can do. But luckily we have 2 cast downs, right? Cast downs is hard removal. They don't attack. How interesting. Another swamp. It's pretty interesting. What do we want to do with that though? So we can go swamp. That's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 3. It's a 1, 2, 3. Just trying to figure out what the best thing I can do here is. And I feel like it's not a lot. But I'll hold up cast down. So we're going to hold up double black though, because I want to go potentially Village Rites into cast down. So let's see what to do. They're probably going to Thoughtseize on this turn, I think. It's a tough one, right? With the numbers that they can do. Like, I might just block this. Village Rites it, make a treasure, cast down this. Get rid of the Carrion Feeders, like the crux of the deck, right? Or a sack. Like the Blood Throne Vampire is also the same. There, that card. Chop. What's to do? They might sack this to the Carrion Feeder to kill this. So Carrion Feeder, put a counter on. Mortician Beetle, put a counter on. And they are create a treasure token. Huh. So, that's fine. See what they do with the treasure. They've got 2 cards in hand. Are they going to try and Thoughtseize us? Yes. Yes. So I think I'm pretty Thoughtseize proof right now, right? That I don't need to do this right now. They take a cast down, which can be a problem. Right? That's their big thing they'll probably take. A cast down's a hard kill spell for these 2. So like cast down this, defile this is probably my way of winning. But they can't stop anything like that at the moment, right? Is the main thing. We're fairly Thoughtseize proof. Yeah. And they get to attack. They don't attack. Okay. So I think if that's the case then, do I Village Rites, target this, create, no, I'll give target creature -1/-1, which is this one. This gives -1/-1. See what they do here. They let it, oh no, they sack it, yep. And then I then have to defile. I can then defile this. And they have to sack this to keep it alive. Or they'll let it die. And then I have a cast down for the other one if that's the case. Sack itself. Oh no, let's sack the... Okay. Show. Draw. That worked out quite nicely for us. Nice. Do have a 4/4 though. But they have 1 card in hand. Do I strip their last card from hand? I think so. To take 4. But to Temporal Intervention them? I think so. Because I want to try and hit land drops as well. What's that last card? Swamp? Nope. Stamina. It was really good to hit the stamina, I think. Cool. So we do take 4. We have a 1 card in hand. Yep. They have another Carrion Feeder. Another Carrion Feeder is not that exciting, to be honest. Also, what's not that exciting is a Temporal Intervention. Shamble. Blood Fountain. We can discard the Temporal Intervention, though, to be fair. Do we cast down now? Makes that a 2/2. I don't think so. The only awkward thing is what's the card? The Stamina? Supernatural Stamina? If that's what they drew. Another carrion feeder, sure. Sure thing. I won't block, but I will cast down. They get sack it on one of them. Pick one, sure. This is now a 2. Troll, huh? I think we start with discard and the intervention, draw a card. Seems like a good place to be. Mesfiend, huh? Well, Mesfiend literally does nothing but block. And then we will. Cool. So we didn't play a land. I maybe should have trolled to play a land there, actually. And then eventually Blood Fountained it back. I think all in all, and not the worst. No Curse Marauders right now. So 2, 3, 4. I think I double block this. They have to sack this and then I can kill the token. We don't get to kill the guy, right? This is the awkward thing. But we do get to kill a token. Because they have to sack, yeah, they have to sack the Link Breaker, which is fine. We can also give it -1/-1. I don't really care about that. This and this. So I don't really care about that. Do I kill this or do I kill... I guess I do this one. They get to choose, but they're basically going to choose the token, right? Yep. Similar thing. Calmly Garden. Calmly Garden's actually pretty awkward here, right? Because it is a land. But I can't also Blood Fountain plus Troll here. 2 mana. Blood Throne. So we block here. And we just end of turn. Shambling Ghast. Bring back 2 shambles, right? Shamble. Yeah, that missing the land drop here has actually cost me quite a lot, really. A Curse Marauder. So let's play a Shambling Ghast. Then let's play a Curse Marauder. See what to do here. And then we'll lose the Shambling Ghast. They'll lose probably this Carrion Feeder. The awkward thing, the good thing for us is they actually can't. They can't sack to make it bigger while confronting this cost. They sack that. Target creature gets -1/-1. So let's kill that. And then they sack it to this to give it a counter. Makes sense. And then we play this. And then we cycle this and play a land. Play a Haunted Mire. Which actually works out quite nicely, because if they attack, we block with the Accursed Marauder. The Accursed Marauder can come back. We can bring back the Troll and the Accursed Marauder, and the Accursed Marauder can kill that. Assuming they don't draw a creature. They drew a creature. They drew another Carrion Feeder. Awesome. So, not great. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to pass. No, Crit Rats definitely makes a lot of these matchups harder, right? For sure. So I'm going to hit Troll and Accursed Marauder here. It's really interesting Magic, right? Don't get me wrong, but I definitely feel like the deck right now that I'm playing is making it harder, for sure. Because the draw package is not... Like, the Shambling Ghast is fine. Obviously, Shambling Ghast is great. Let's be honest. So we're gonna get this and probably the... Do we get the Troll? I feel like we have to get a big bomb, right? Like, Troll has to be that choice. Land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The awkward thing is this can never kill what I want it to kill, so we'll just do this for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could play this Swamp though for Defile in the future, is what I'm thinking. I can hold it. I think we hold it for the time being, and then if they do nothing, I will discard this Swamp. Mortician Beetle's quite scary. 5, 6, 7. Plus potentially stamina. Defile is turned on as well. They're doing nothing. They can't commit too hard because of this Accursed Marauder though. Bog. Huh. Calmly Garden. I guess I just put the Calmly Garden in play. Bog's not doing anything right now, is it? Do I attack for 6? They can block. I feel like the answer is no. Obviously cautious of the Temporal Intervention as well. So we have to be careful with that. Is the last card the Temporal Intervention? Be pretty awful if it is. Doesn't seem like it is, which is good. So if they attack, we block with the Shambling Ghast. If they attack, we block with the Shambling Ghast. It's awkward as well blocking with the Shambling Ghast because then that opens us up to only having a plant token. Only the Accursed Marauder to sacrifice to its own ability. Otherwise, if they kill it in response, we can they can kill the troll. So this all really depends on their hand. Pretty interesting. For sure. Okay. I'd like some card draw here. Avenger Hunter. So they can sack this, gain flying. I think it's still worth committing this because we can take it back relatively easy. I say relatively. Very loosely. Just play this land out. They get to sack this, I would suggest is probably what they're going to do. To make a flyer. They do. Makes sense. Interestingly, they put it on the 1-1. To make the 1-1 a 2-2. It seems. They have a flyer. It's now a 2-2. Yes. Yes. Can't do anything with that. Unfortunately. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Get your basic land. So you have 2 cards. Shamble. So let's play a Shambling Ghast. Let's Curse Marauder. See which one they're going to get rid of. We can hit this. They sack the 2-2. I'll give this -1/-1. Obviously we're making the Mortician Beetle bigger, but I can't do anything about that one. And sack it to this. Make this a 5, make this a 6. Yep. Let's attack for 6. Assuming they don't have a kill spell here. Like a Tragic Slip or something. Nope. So what do we do from there though? Do we put 2 counters on this? Do we put 2 counters on this? I feel like we have to go down the left hand side. Because we have to try and kill. We've got a board presence, right? We just have to try and capitalize on it. Because they're gonna... They need creatures to make this better. They need... I'm gonna say okay. And then I'm gonna forge on to probably the Avenging Hunter. But I feel like I might be wrong. Yeah, let's forge on the Avenging Hunter. And then I'm gonna play this bug out. And I'm just gonna get rid of as much of the graveyard as I possibly can. 4, 5, 6. Interestingly enough... Defile's nearly not very helpful. They have 3 cards in hand. They're trapped at 9. Yeah. They're trapped at 9. We draw nothing. Maybe I'm supposed to put Drowns in instead of Mesfiends, maybe. The Spinning Dynasty is dead. No, putting 2 Weather the Storms. What artifacts do they have? Not a lot. We could bring Macabres actually. Macabre's not the worst. It's a 2-2 flyer on the get-go, but it also works against supernatural stamina. So let's try that. But it also is a 2-2 that blocks. I could bring in Weather as well. I don't know how relevant that is. It sort of means that the Defile and cast downs are only on the big guys, right? And then the Drown sort of swoops up the rest of the stuff. I am supposed to bring in some Weathers, but I don't know. This hand seems pretty good. It's not fantastic, right? But Shambling Ghast just seems like the best card for us. And it was kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to play this deck, because Shambling Ghast is pretty good. They're in a multi 6. We can't... Goodbye. The reason I decided to Defile this is because it's a Nested Shambler. If it was Infested Sage, I wouldn't have done it. If it was the other one, I wouldn't have done it. But the fact that it was a Nested Shambler was the only reason why I did it, basically. Because the way because this guy says create X where X is that creature's power. Last known information with Defile is it's a 0/0 and dies. But it dies also with 0 power, so it makes no squirrels. So that was the reason. They're on 3 cards, huh? I might even... Unless they're going to Temporal Intervention me, I might even just hard cast this Fairy Macabre. Let's see what they do first, I guess. So they could go Village Right here. Could be like some weird sort of side effect sort of thing where they go Village Rights and then I go Village Rights and then... But now it's going to be probably the other way around, right? Because the attack... Nope. Okay. I could just block and kill both of them. Nope. Do I block and kill both? See what they do. So if I block, kill both, they go Temporal Intervention me. How bad is it? I don't think that's very bad. They get Create Treasure. Do I kill that 1-1? I think so. The less stuff on board, the better, right? They get a village rights here. Village rights and temporal, which is the downside. Yep. So they get to make 2 treasures as well. I don't know if I was supposed to do this, but I feel like because we've got Shambling Ghast and village rights up here already, they do nothing with that. That's interesting. But that was why I didn't want to play both of them out here. I could have, but I just didn't want to because of that. Because like you just get this weird that kills that kills that, and then everyone ends up with no board presence. And for us, having that board presence is really key. Sure. Nice. So we'll attack for 1. We will village rights this and create treasure. Go on, double temporal. Double. Give me another one. Damn. Well, Lando. Double temporal, see what they've got. They have a beckoner and a carrion feeder. So we just take the beckoner, I think. Cool. So you got swamp, carrion feeder. You got it. Link breaker, sure. Carrion feeder, sure. I am just gonna cast down this. So. Troll, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're actually not that far off just hard casting troll. Is it worth not playing? Maybe. I'll probably just cycle it right for a green black land. Play it. And then play out a Fairy Macabre. And I think I'm okay with that, right? It blocks this link breaker quite well. It flies, so we can get through. They've got no sack outlet. The only awkward thing is he dies to drown, right? But what can you do? And they have a swamp in hand, so they can't attack. This is fine. The awkward thing is, I guess, oh, baby, a triple. So let's attack for 2 here. Flying for 2, flying for 2. Let's see what they've got. I feel like their landing hand's gone. I'll take 2 this one time. I don't need to defile this right now. 3, 4, 5, 6. Flying for 2. Playing a troll. I would like to have 1 mana available to Corrupted Conviction, but we cannot. So alas, we have a troll. We need to avoid temporal intervention. Here, right, is what we want to avoid. They can take the time here to grow the Mortician, but we do have a defile. So again, all we need to avoid is the intervention, right? Intervention on the defile. Another link breaker. Carrion feeder. Okay. 4, 5 is that we have? So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, I guess, with the carrion feeder. 3. Also, just forgot that the carrion feeder can't block. Double defile. Yeah, sure. Defile. Defile, you big guy. You got stamina? Do you have a stamina? You do not. You let it die, huh? Do you have a stamina? No, you do not. Sure. I am going to hit you for 8. Do. Hit you for 8. To 7. What you got? What you got for me? You just gonna play a big 4-5? Nope. No big 4-5 for me. Nice. Managed to win. Easy. Honest. See you guys for round number 3. Hey guys, welcome back here to round number 3. We are on the draw, which makes this hand really awkward, but I still think it's worth keeping. 6. Black. Really? Is this like taken off? Like what's going on? Huh? Sure. I'm very confused. Why is there a lot of mono black sack? Which I guess I'm not really disputing, right, in a sense, because the deck's pretty good, but just strange, right? Mesvine. Let's put the Colony Guard on, and then let's pass the turn. If they don't do anything extravagant, I think I'm fine just to troll pass. Like troll and untap. But I guess we'll see. People will be trying to find the best list for this, right? I guess because it seems to be the best temporal intervention deck going. Village rights on that. Sure. Yes. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Especially if they have a follow-up of either a temporal intervention or a Another insecty. Whoa, that's a glee. That's a glee. That is a glee. So we're gonna block here, I think. Yeah, block here, corrupted conviction, unfortunately. Not really something I wanted to do, but this gets massive pretty quick. Yep. I get it. I get it. I just want to land. Nope. I have a spin darkness, which is dead. Awesome. And a land. That's a haunted mine, so that's a tap land. How good is a tap land here? So I cast down the big guy. I guess it's not completely dead, right? 9, 8, cast down that now. So I don't draw cards, because I can kill this. And the... Oh, no, I can only kill this. And the squirrel tokens. So... We're gonna cast down this. They're gonna sack it to make it bigger. Make this bigger, make this bigger. So that's a 2, that's a 3. We're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're gonna die. Yes. And then I need them not to play another guy that makes a token. That's kind of what I want. 2, 3. Yeah, I need them not to play another guy, which is pretty hard for them to do. Hard for them to not do, even. Unearth. Jesus. 1 card in hand. 3 for 5. 6. Now 12. Yeah, the double tap lands here has been brutal. I've now also got Temporal Intervention in with an Mez Fiend with no real sort of game plan, which is pretty awkward. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 12. Last card? Nothing. Probably a stamina, right? So, I get to troll. Pick up a swamp. So I have 3 swamps. I guess I'm going to Mez Fiend and then just block. Is the idea, right? But I'm going to Mez Fiend before I defile, just in case. Could be a village, right? I guess. It's a unearth. Ah. Okay. Huh. Sure. 2, 3 swamps, huh? The problem is they can just make stuff massive. So they've got a land. What is it? A link breaker? So where's this going? So I guess before blocks, we hit this. They sack some stuff. I need to see which one they're sacrificing it on. To be fair, this puts us at 15 if they let this resolve, but they won't let this resolve. It's the 1/1. I could have still hit this one, right? They let it die. That's interesting. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to 4. Yeah, let's take it. I need something good here. It's not something good. On the plus. So I block that, still take 4. Yeah, so I have to do this. They get bigger. I need to find a hard removal spell, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not a defile. Defile doesn't do it. Draw 2. A Cursed Marauder, huh? Cursed Marauder. So they have an Unearth in hand, huh? Draw a card. So they kill one of these. The problem is I'm making these bigger. That's the problem with all my sacrifice stuff. And I now can't have... I've played a land this turn, right? So it's draw 2. So even if I draw a defile, which I haven't, what goes? One of these. Probably the Carrion Feeder, right? Which then makes these bigger. The problem is I wasn't winning. Maybe I should have blocked last time, but then I don't have a thing to sacrifice, and I now can't play a land. I can get the Unearth, and I just die. Right, okay. Cool. This hitting double spin darkness as well is pretty bad. Let's be honest. We hit double spin in darkness against the mono black deck, so makes sense. And we're probably again same boat. 2 fairy cards, and then we'll take the play. Sure. This isn't amazing, but we get to go Defile Temporal. So we got Haunted Maya into Swamp, into Defile their 1-drop, Temporal Intervention. And if they don't play a guy on 1, we just get to play Colony Garden and pass. I mean, I'll take it. The idea is to rip their hand apart. Play a 1-drop. Nested Shambler. Okay, sure. Roll. Do we think we can greed this out? Can we greed double Temporal Intervention here? I feel like the answer is no. What's the reason to? So, Nested Shambler, Carrion Feeder, Glee, Village Rites. So we want to take the carrion feeder. So they have Swamp, Nested Shambler, and Hold the Village Rights. Swamp, Nested Shambler. We're kind of looking for what exactly? I wonder why they led on Mortician Beetle there. You're not sadistically in it, surely. Oh, carrion feeder? Sure. So no Village Rights and sadistically in their hand? Sure. Cast down. Okay. Do we hold? Hold. Or do we just cast down it? I think we just cast down it now, right? No point in waiting for them to be able to Village Rights it. When I can just do this. They can attack for 1, which sort of is whatever. We can then just temporal intervention them. Temporal intervention. They have land, so they have Glee Village Rights. I'm assuming they're just going to Village Rights this. Yep. Makes sense. Another Shambler. And a sadistically on the Shambler. So they have 1 card in hand that we don't know about. We have a cast down also. So let's cycle this for a swamp so we don't miss land drops. Always helpful. Then let's cast down this. I'm assuming it doesn't make 2 squirrels, right? Yeah, it just makes 1 now. And then we'll intervention see what the last card is. It's a swamp. Okay. So now this temporal intervention is absolutely pointless. Because they're never going to not commit a card, right? Yeah, we'll take 2. Show me what you're working with. Sure, it's not another swamp, right? Yeah, it's Village Rights. Okay. So yeah, I probably would have cast that beforehand because you could have emptied your hand. But, okay. I mean, I'll take nabbing a Mortician Beetle for sure. Killing a 1/1 and nabbing a Mortician Beetle sounds like a good deal for me. Yep. 3 for 5. So we can play our Avenging Hunter if we draw it. They hit a land. That's a land that we know about, actually. They hit sadistically. Okay. I am hard not blocking. Blocking is for the weak. I am hard not doing that. I need an answer for this guy before we start Corrupted Conviction because I don't want to make it massive and then like just we fold. Sure. Take the 1. Blood Throne Vampire though. Causing us a world of pain. Oh my god, please, deck. Please, not like this. They're gonna hit another. They're gonna hit a token creature and then just take away the game. I believe. By a token creature, I mean like a Nested Shambler, that thing. Which then makes it really awkward, right? I guess we just block here. Are you gonna pump some damage in? So your guy's bigger. Come on, give me something good. Defile, huh? Yep, we'll take 1. Colony Garden, huh? 2, 4. Let's play this. They've showed us an Earth. I actually should have played the Bog though. My bad, really. Are they gonna sack the Link Breaker? No. 2. So what we got 5, right? So it's 2, 4, 5, 6. So right now, if I defile this, it stays alive if they sack this. So we're gonna do this. They can go. This is +2. This is +2. So that's 5. So it's exacts. And then if they sack this, it stays alive as a 1/1. But getting rid of the sack outlet is their sacrifice outlet is much better than getting rid of their payoff. Cool. So we'll take 4 here. That 10 because I can't lose this plant token and then die because I drew a Corrupted Conviction. This is a pretty good draw. Let's bog them. Do I just cast down this now? I feel like I have to, right? It works out quite nicely as well because of the okay, that's fine. Curse Marauder, right? So like a Curse Marauder couldn't kill that. Village Rights, huh? Yep. So they're gonna swing for 3. Block this. Makes it a 2. But we do get a draw card. We don't take it because obviously we're blocked. So we take 2, that's 6. Draw 2. Fairy Macabre, huh? Fairy Macabre and a land, like as well. The land's pretty brutal. Shambling Ghast is pretty good though. Shamble. And then Fairy Macabre. I think this card in hand is an unearth though. Just for reference. For whatever that is worth. I wonder if they're going to attack. Now they can attack. That's mean. So this blocks here. This blocks here. That's stamina. That is awful. So it dies. So that thing comes back. We will then... This -1/-1 beforehand. Make them sack this guy. Yep. I mean, it didn't matter, right? If I targeted this or targeted this or targeted this, you get the same outcome, right? Like, it literally is irrelevant which one I target. Yeah, it's unstable stamina. That's pretty rough. We need what? I don't even know what gets us out of this. Not that, that's for sure. GG, my friend. GG, my friend. I've paid 6 for it, but oh well. GG. See you guys for the next one. Hey guys, welcome back to round number 4. See if we can get a W here. This hand seems fine. It's a bit slow with all these tap lands, but it's fine nonetheless. Go Haunted Maya, we can Colony Garden and then Village Rights. This is fine. Looking like we're against Flicker. So let's play this out. And then pass the turn. And then at the end step, we will, in fact, Corrupted Tower. The swamp was a nice draw too. Not that many swamps, but... So then let's Mezfiend here. Mezfiend. Into Village Rights. Which is a nice little combo there, so we can actually take a card forever here. They have Tron. And a Refractor. This is kind of like a non-creature spell. Do we just take Ghostly Flicker here? I feel like they've got a bazillion Ghostly Flickers, but I feel like it's probably best to do so. Yep. We get to exile the Ghostly Flicker permanently. Not a negative. They just had natural Tron though. Pretty minging. Power Plant, Refractor, Refractor, pass the turn. Refractor. Wait, Refractor, not double Refractor? Sure. I mean, okay. So we need to play this. And then we play this. And then we pass the turn. We effectively just need to play this Avenging Hunter out. Is what we need to do. No way, did you... Oh, you get Impulse? Sure. Impulse. Something. Unwind's kind of non-creature spell, right? So, let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Tower is used. 3 mana. Nope. 3. Refractor. Nope. 5. Mnemonic Wall. Mnemonic Wall. Sure. So I kind of don't... They bring back an imp. So it's really awkward, right, with the Colony Gardens. Means I can't defile this reliably. So I kind of would like a cast down. Let's get Swamp. So they have Unwind, Refractor, Impulse, 3 unknowns. So I'm going to play Swamp. 1, 2. So let's attack. I'm not going to play the Avenging Hunter out because I know I could just get countered. Cool. I'm not going to Temporal Intervention just yet. I'm just going to pass the turn. I'm going to see if they Impulse end a turn. And when they do Impulse end a turn, I'm then going to kill. Oh, okay. That's fine. This is also fine though. They do end up with a bunch of mana here. So they have Unwind and Impulse that we know about. 4 unknowns. We did exile a Ghostly Flicker, but I imagine since Cryogen Relic, they're on like 4. I would imagine. Shambalambala. So let's attack for 1 again. I don't think I need to attack for 1 now, but we will go for it. And then we can play the Shambling Ghast. They're in the tank. Yep. They finally decide to block. The awkward thing is his Unwind, right? That's the awkward thing. So let's play a Shambling Ghast and then probably just pass the turn. I need to just sort of make them commit something and then we'll... I still have 7 mana. They've tapped 2 lands and they've still got 7 mana. It's so funny. Another Refractor, huh? Kinda hoping they're gonna play a Cryogen Relic here. Nope, they're gonna tap the tower now. Yep. Tower makes 1 in a blue for a Cryogen Relic. Yep. Basically what we need to do is sort of a reasonable stance here, hopefully. 2 in a blue, so they can play a Murmuring Mystic. 3, 4. Eek. So, what we're going to do is we're going to end of the turn. We are going to Village Rights this. And I will create a treasure. Give me that mana. Do you let this resolve? You do. I am going to do the same for me. Are you going to let this resolve? You are. Huh. Interesting. So here, that's not a bad draw either. we get to go Curse Marauder here, kill one of these. Most likely the Murmur Mystic, I imagine. Nice unwind, brah. Let's see what the kill. What dies here? We are going to lose the Curse Marauder. I'm intrigued to see what does die. The Mnemonic Wall. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we have enough to kill this. Let's kill this. They're gonna unwind. 2 in a blue. 2 unwind. Let's let that resolve. The bird, that is. Then let's kill this while they're tapped out. Then let's Corrupted Conviction this. And kill this while they're tapped out. And let me draw 2 cards. Please and thank you. A Curse Marauder, Shambling Gas. They get to untap Tower, Power Plant. Then we get to go Temporal. Give you an intervention. I need to intervent. Ghostly Flicker, Ghostly Flicker. Sure. Blap. I feel like they just let this go again. Ghostly Flicker. So they have Teachings and a land. And then we pass. So they have a Teachings, which is pretty good for them. 3 in a blue, what they're getting. They get Pulse. Pulse gets back the Mnemonic Wall. Mnemonic Wall gets back the Ghostly Flicker. Tron lands. Just Tron lands. That's all you need to know. I feel like I don't know if I was supposed to hit the Ghostly Flickers there. Maybe I'm supposed to hit the Teachings, but they have enough to flash it back anyways, so I don't know how much that matters. Mnemonic Wall, bring back Ghostly Flicker. Yep. Scry to the top. 3, 4, 5. So that's a Curse Marauder here. Gets round Ghostly Flicker too, which is quite nice. And they don't have mana to flash it back. They can Ghostly Flicker in response, this and this, bring back Pulse. Is what they can do. And probably what they should do. Yes. So they get draw 2 and bring back Pulse. Seems fine. Seems pretty good. Then get to follow up with an Avenging Hunter. And then we will play a Blood Fountain, I think. Get that down while we can. I don't think we want to bring back Troll though. Oh, that's what we want. I think we're probably just going to have to bring back something like Mesfiend. Oh. 1 and a red. What's the red for? Ah, I'm missing it. No. Okay. Jotting. 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. They just drew a Mnemonic Wall. Can't beat that, can we? Bring back a Ghostly Flicker. They've got 5 mana available. They're on 26. So we're going to have to go Forge, then Trap, right? And we're just going to have to... And then just flicker this and this. 2 in a blue. Oh no. Wait. Yep. And so they can't make 2 in a blue reliably there. So we're going to Forge. Forge this. We are going to... Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves us with 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like perfect and stuff. So do we hit for... I guess we go this first. Probably go Mesfiend. Mesfiend, Curse Marauder. And then we'll start with a Mesfiend. This costs 1 because the Blood Fountain left player. My plan here is to exile something. I actually don't know. I guess it's the Pulse, right? It's Pulse, Flicker, 2 unknowns. So we'll probably just hit Pulse. So they can't bring back the Mnemonic Wall. The fact that these all hit everything as well is pretty nice, right? 2 and a green. So what you're pulsing. So we take 1. You pulse back the Mnemonic Wall. We take the Mnemonic Wall. Right? They've got Teachings as well. What are we taking here? What do we want under the Flicker, maybe? I'm trying to think what they're going to have multiple of. Right? So I can take Mnemonic Wall, Flicker. Eat the Mnemonic Wall. Exile the Flicker. That's probably best, right? If I eat the Mnemonic Wall. Yeah, eat the Mnemonic Wall. And let's attack for 2. 7, sorry. Not 2. I'm assuming they take 7 here. They're on 32. And then let's... Intervention. We take the Ghostly Flicker. They're left with Teachings and a Relic, and then we play a Shambling Gas. Luckily, the Wizard token doesn't have any power, so we know the cards in hand. They're gonna Relic. Oh, the Teachings first. Sure. Do they have a 4th Ghostly Flicker here? They do. So they have 4 Ghostly Flickers, which makes sense with Cryogen Relic, right? And all the artifacts. It's just minging. So if they had a Teachings as well. It's really awkward, right? Because like out of the 4 cards in hand, one's a Cryogen, which does nothing but draw a lot of cards. The other 3 cards equal Ghostly Flicker, no matter which way around I go about it. So I feel like this is the best way of doing it, because Mnemonic Wall doesn't give them 2 Mnemonic Walls, so they can't go Ghostly Flicker, the Mnemonic Wall, get back a Ghostly Flicker and a card. They're at least drawing random cards, if that makes sense. I think that's okay. It's an okay place to be, I guess, but it's just not ideal. I'd like to be able to exile this. I guess this is the problem. They just draw that many cards that it doesn't matter. So they have Cryogen Relic, Ghostly Flicker, 1 unknown. I block this. And I kill this wizard. You'll never be a wizard, Harry. Goodbye. So trap you, take 5. Please don't give me a land deck. Please give me something good. Huh. I feel like we're yet again in a position of, we can take something, which I guess is quite a good place to be, right? If this was also just a guy instead of a Curse Marauder, we'd sort of be laughing, right? To an extent. To an extent. So let's see what they do. They're gonna hit the Mnemonic Wall, right? I think, because they think it's free. Oh, they hit that? Sure. Snap. So Ghostly Flicker, they can hit Ghostly Flicker or Pulse. I guess we just hit the Ghostly Flicker here. They pulse back a Mesidian Elder. Yeah, sure. They have Pulse. That's what they have in hand. They can't take the initiative either, which is quite nice. Which is definitely something I will take. They get to Cryogen Relic here. What a tough game. Cryogen Relic is really making this deck infinitely better. For sure. The return of Ponza is upon us. They get to Pulse here, gain 6, go to 19, get a Mesidian Elder. What did they choose? Oh, the Murmur Mystic, of course. I think I would have chose the... I don't know. I guess obviously it flies. But it's instant and sorcery, right? That's the downside. So it doesn't trigger off this. They can tap this, though. Which I'm assuming is what they're going to do. And tap this. They lose a mana. Yeah, they're going to tap this, put a stun counter on it. Sure. Which is okay, I guess. We do get a draw A card. They still have on no birds. They've got, what? So they have 3 in a colour. Yeah. Oh, no, they have 2 in a... they have, what? 1 in a colour. Troll, huh? So let's cast this. Let's play this. Pass the turn. So we're going to hope they don't have an Impulse. They have an Impulse. They have an Impulse. Oh, no. Sorry. They just put a stun counter. That's okay. That's much better. Because at least we get to ultimate the... They don't get to contest this, basically. Contest the initiative. Because we have a plant token and a troll. Which is also why I played the Colony Garden. In case they have a bounce spell for this, then at least I'm not, like, throwing this under. And then they can start the chain again because of the... But I guess if they're going to bounce them, then they can bounce this. I guess. Teachings, get a bird. Do you know what? I actually think the fact that a lot of these control decks, like as in the Flicker decks, go hard under the initiative, like they fizzle a bit, right? So the fact that that happens, and is a real thing that happens, the stun counters on the Relic are very, very, very relevant. Is my initial thought process on this. Like these matchups, if you're playing Gardens from a Gardens perspective, you try and hit Duress, you try and hit all that sort of stuff. Obviously, EOE. You try and hit Duress, a well-timed Duress, you then get an early initiative creature down, and then you basically win through the initiative, is the initial idea. That changes with Relic, right? Massively, surely. Unfortunately, there's no Crypt Rats, Avenging Hunter, or Mezfiend. I think I'm just supposed to take Avenging Hunter, right? I don't think I want anything out their hand. And it gives me a card for the blood token. Cast down, huh? So let's pitch this. Bog. What? Blue? Prohibit. Okay. Bug you. Like, that wasn't getting any better or worse, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's start. Let's go! Combat is a go-go! They can put a stun count on one guy. They take it. Okay. We have no plans. We have no plays. Prism? Sure. Prism is infinitely better for them now than Refractor. 5 mana, Lorien revealed, make a bunch of birds. Sure. This Murmur Mystic is definitely going hard, considering. 3 mana. How many have we hit? All of the Ghostly Flickers? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we hit all 4. So they've got no Ghostly Flickers. Sure, you may bug me. So they're basically just going down this value route. Did we hit the pulse too? We did. 4? Okay. What are they stopping untapping? Surely they're about to stop one of them untapping. And take this, get a basic. Do they have a basic? They do, they have another basic island. 7 cards. We hit a swamp, which is incredibly bad. I don't know if they can actually stop this. I'm not going to play this land out either. Oh, they've got fog. Of course, with a moment's peace. At least they don't, but they have 2 moments peace right from memory. They then get to forge, so 7, 8, 9. 9, yeah, we just did. That's so frustrating. So frustrating. I think we want all of this, I think. I don't think we want Spinning Darkness. I think a Curse Marauder is actually pretty good. I think Shambling Ghast is the weak card here, but then it's also kind of like the glue. Cast Down's a bit mid. Viscera's Insight sort of makes sense as well. Curse Marauder, Troublemaker Oof, Mesfiend. We still got 5 cards to cut. I guess I'm supposed to just cut a Curse Marauder, right? And then 1 Shambling Ghast. Do we cut a land? Yeah, let's cut a land. See how that goes. We've been getting flooded quite a lot, so we will definitely see how it goes. Pretty tough. Pretty tough one. Pretty awkward as well, but still keep, I think. Good amount of lands and stuff. Maybe, I guess it doesn't really matter. It works out sort of the same. I guess I do this now. Magic Online's taking a bit of a slow go. That's okay. Another Fairy Macabre. Not good. Not good indeed. We pitched a land and we still have a bunch of lands. Cycle this. I don't need a green land. We'll just get a swamp. Troublemaker Roof. Troublemaker Roof. Nope. Land. I guess I'm supposed to wait till their upkeep so I don't discard, I guess. They can't really counter it, right? Unless they have a Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce is the only card, right? Because they can't make colours. Nice. We do end up having to pay full whack for this, I think. But do they have talent? Like literal, just natural Tron as well. It's rotten. Absolute rotten. Rotten it is. Rotten, I tell you. 3 mana discard. Unwind me. Would you want unwind? They definitely have a counter spell, right? Otherwise they wouldn't have tried it. They have Prohibit. Sure thing. Tron stuff, pass. Shambalambalambala. Shambhala. 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 For a teachings, huh? Let's do this now. I would like a treasure. Give me a treasure. Let me draw some cards. Why am I drawing so many lands when I have cut one? I get an impulse. Sure. Are you going to cast impulse? Do I hit this teaching? Yes. Let's hit this teaching. The fact that they can like the bug does not a lot here is pretty damning, really. Lorien revealed. They're going to 8 cards, but they've played a land. So they're going to play a map. Sure. Draw a card. I could bog this, but I feel like I can get better bogs, right? I also could play a swamp here to... Because I might Murmur Mystic this turn. which if they do is quite a problem. So I'm going to play a swamp here. I guess this is the problem with only having 2 Avenging Hunters, 3 Trolls, right? You just don't have the pressure. 2 in a blue, 3 and 2 blue for another Lorien reveal. Jesus. 9 cards, so discarding 2 right now. Blue, 2 for a Cryogen Relic. They're still discarding 2. And they're discarding 1. And what are they discarding? I'd like an Oof here, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Land. Pass. So we have a Fairy Macabre. We have a Bajuka Bog. We have sort of a semi-irrelevant thing. I can't imagine us winning this game. They've managed to get to turn 8 here with just setting up a bunch of stuff. They'll probably crack a map here as well for a tower. They don't. That's interesting. Stonehorn. Sure thing. There goes combat. Yep. I could probably, if I was really that bothered, play for time here. They're not the fastest of players, but I don't feel like I need. So I'm going to defile this. I'm just going to try and kill this. Goodbye. Goodbye. Like, these things aren't free, right? So, I also haven't played a land. You guys dead. You draw 2. You draw 2. Oh, it fizzles. Actually, you only draw 2. Haha, get wrecked. They probably should have targeted the Refractor. They draw more cards that way. Like, Ghostly Flicker target the Refractor, then Ghostly Flicker target the Relic. If they expected another kill spell. But we now don't have any kill spells. That is a problem. We also only have 2. There's 2 Ghostly Flickers in the deck. We have a Fairy Macabre. Murmur Mystic. And now, we don't have any removal. Our deck is full of it. By full of it, I mean there's 8 of them. Oh my god, is that a 3rd one? How many Lorien reveals do they run? Jesus. Jesus. I guess they kind of want blue. Like, if they're not having Tron, they want 1 and a blue, right? I guess. So, I'm going to cast this. I feel like we're not winning this game. I'll blue. And tap 2 of them for a prohibit kicked. And unwind. I feel like I want to tap out already. So they have a card that's worth protecting. I'm just going to call it there, to be fair. This is not going anywhere close to what. Hey guys, welcome back here to the 5th and final round here. Let's see if we can 2-3 this bad boy. I think this is keepable. It's a bit awkward with the whole interaction with temporal intervention and such, but it's fine. It's kind of something that we kind of knew about going in. Oh my god, how many black decks? How many black decks do we want this? It'd have been nice here if this insight was something else. They're going to play Troll, huh? Sure. And for a swamp, are they going to exhume? They are going to exhume. So here we go Corrupted Conviction. Try and find our own Troll. We did not. Oh well. And we also found double Spinning Darkness as well, which is pretty minging. Let's have a look. They're on Spy. 6 on Spy by the looks of it. So they have Swamp, Swamp, Mountain. So we just take the Gatecreeper Vine. No, the Gatecreeper, the Generous End. They can't get a red source. A green source. Sure. So then all we really need to do is just try and find an answer for this. Which is pretty hard to do when we have... So I'm going to play this. Take a card forever and ever and ever. They have another Swamp Cycler, sure. They have another Swamp Cycler that they didn't take. They didn't get a Swamp from. Giga Divine Lead. We actually knew all these cards, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can kill this next turn. We haven't played a land, so we can Temporal Intervention as well. So we want to take... What do we want to take? So if they draw a Forest next turn, what do we want? Want to take Gatecreeper Divine Lead, maybe? So you're left with Steve and Rumble. And then we can kill this with Double Defile. So that's at the end of the world. Cool. Nice. No! 1 land off. They found it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So here's a Steve. Steve gets him another Forest. I would like a land, please. Give me a land. That's a kill spell. I would have accepted the end of the forest here. So I don't think they can combo off, right? Rumble. Literally mill 4, sure. Get spawn. Masked Vandal, sure. Just gonna kill this now. Nice. Nice! Do we spin it out as this? So 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves me 2 mana up. Can they combo kill? Which said 2 mana. Yes. No. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I can kill it in response, right? It's at the end of the world. But then if they're using it to dread return, hold them a black. Or a green, I guess. Mass Vandal number 2, sure. Mass Vandal number 3, sure. Got 1 card in hand. Do I want a Lost Well here? What am I losing? A Mezfiend? Mezfiend of note. I'll probably just wait. We probably just want to forge, right? Just try and kill them as quick as possible. And whatever we draw is whatever we draw. That's a whatever we draw, sort of. Whatever we draw. Trap you. Got 15. The only awkward thing here is we can't stop a spy, so that was maybe wrong. Right? Yeah, I don't think we can stop a spy. Yeah. Ain't got the... Oh no, they're not mill enough. They hit a lot less. And a lot less. So they didn't hit her. So they were in 6 lands. They were in Fiery Cannon and a Riding. So they play like old traditional. They have a Dregscape too. No Dread Return. They're on 8. Yeah. Sweet. I misplayed. But at least they're not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're on 6. 6 lands. So we want Fairy Macabre. I don't think we want Oof. Spin Downer seem fine. I think we don't want Avenger Hunter though. Unsure. Maybe a Curse Marauder's pretty, but no, Curse Marauder seems pretty reasonable against Ryland Chrysalis. Maybe I don't want this Insight. And then I do just cut the Avenger Hunters. Maybe I cut the Blood Fountains. Like, not many stuff's dying, right? I'm sure. They mill a 6. We will keep. They mill a 5. Okay. Mulling to 5. Land. Pass, huh? Troll. End. Play in the forest. Play a Rumble. Rumble gets Bauble. End or Gatekeeper. I choose Gatekeeper. Good way to get a black, I guess. I think we might as well get a green source here, even though I'm not going to do anything with it. Just yet. And then we'll have 6. We have the file for 2 if we need to. Not that I think we will. We have a Curse Marauder. Troll. I think we don't even need to cycle this Troll just yet, right? So we'll get this red land here, I imagine. And the only reason for that is it's the hardest one to get out. They want a green. Okay. Oh, they're going to do it again. Yeah. They need a way to get the red land out, right? I don't need to cycle this just yet. Village Rights. So let's go Curse Marauder here. They'll kill the Gatekeeper Vine. This is fine. I don't really understand why they're doing it now, but okay. Yeah, Swamp. Then we Village Rights this. Mezfiend, Corrupted Conviction. Seems pretty good. So they have Swamp and most likely the Mountain, unless they've took the Mountain out. Which again is also possible. Lead the Stampede. Sagu, Mass Vandal, End. So let's see if they Sagu here for a Mountain or for a Swamp. Let's Sagu for the Mountain. Yep. So they have End, Vandal, Tribe, 3 unknowns. So let's Mezfiend here. Mesmeric Fiend. Then let's Corrupted Conviction, my Mesmeric Fiend. Do-do-do-loo. We draw 2, we hit Shambalambala. They have Masked Vandal, Tribe, End, Exhume, Spy. So we take the Spy, and then we play Lambling-Gast. Spy's gone. They draw a Rumble. They reveal a Spy. which they take the spy. They can't kill us this turn. They're going to play a tribe. So they have one tribe left in their hand. Did they reveal a Mass Vandal? No. So they have Generous Ent, Mass Vandal, something like that. We actually should know the other card. Right. They revealed Secure Tribe Elder, Mass Vandal, Generous Ent, Secure Tribe Elder, Balustrade Spy, and Exhume. Oh, so it's an Exhume in their hand. Right, the 5th card's Exhume, yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So they're gonna get this swamp here, which is fine. We have Defile plus Cast down here if they plan to spy. Yep. So this spy is scary. Are they gonna go for it? They are going for it. I mean, sure. Target themselves. Sure. I feel like we can stop them winning here with this much kill spells, but I could be wrong. Because I have to play another creature here, right? So they can Dregscape. They Exhume. Oh, they Exhume the Giant, of course. 28, and then we die. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I forgot about the Exhume. Yeah. That'll do it. Imagine if I had one of my 3 Ferma cards. We drew quite a lot of cards. Troll. And then we die. Pretty annoying. I maybe should have taken... Actually, I maybe should have taken the Exhume there. That was pretty bad by me. Because I could beat... Yeah. I could beat the... I forgot about the 6-land Spy Exhume plan. It's been that long since I've versed it. So let's keep this. It's not great, right? But yeah, we should have just taken the Exhume. We had all the removal stuff sorted. Yeah, it's annoying. That was I just obviously misplayed there and forgot about the 6-land interaction with Exhume. Mountain. I mean, okay. Village rights? I'm going to have to play this Bog, I think. Unfortunately. We have a cast down if they're trying to early Exhume. So there is that. And I feel like I could take a hit as well. I'm just going to go Swamp Exhume. I feel like this Exhume plan's not very good against us. And all the land grant. They show us an Exhume. They get a forest. They play a forest. They just play a Dregscape. Oh, they're on turn 2, of course. This actually works out quite nice for us, I guess. A Curse Marauder, huh? Let's try and attack. See if they block. It's a free block. Block? No? Okay. I unfortunately think I'm supposed to defile this and then Temporal Intervention them. That's 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of these segments. We'll play a Colony Garden. Then I'm supposed to Dregscape this. And then... sorry, defile the Dregscape and then... Is it the Exhume I take here? I feel like it is. 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm 4 on a random card. Spinning Darkness. They'll probably block here. Block and sack. Might as well save 1 point of damage, but even though we'll just Temporal Intervention them. Yep. Because this leaves, I get a Temporal Intervention them. So they get green here. I would assume. Okay. They drew a Masked Vandal. So it's a Steve or a Wilding. And we take the Wilding, right? And then we pass it on. The reason is they can go Wilding, get the Swamp, play Steve, get it, or whatever, get a Forest, and play whatever. So it kind of doesn't really work out how we want it to. Yeah. I will kill this, I think, with the Spinning Darkness. Why, especially while I'm not killing anything relevant. Do I wait a turn, though? I might as well wait in case I draw a Temporal Intervention. Or just Swamp. Kill this. Play a Swamp. Might as well attack, get this out the way. So they're playing full-blown, like, 6-land Riding Chrysalis Spy, like the Walker list, which is fine. How do we go about this? So they've got their Swamp now. Oh, they get a Forest. That's interesting. The lead is pretty bad for us. It's a good draw from them. They have Mass Vandal, 1 unknown. They hit Mezfiend, Generous Ent. So they're going to go Mezfiend here. Sure. Take one of them. They take, what, Cast down there? Okay. Corrupted Conviction. What a draw. What a draw. That creature gets -1/-1. Give me my Cast down back, boys. Thank you. And there's my cast down. Troll and a village rights, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we do this first. See if we draw land. We don't draw land. Can they kill us? I don't feel like that can. Mass Vandal, Generous End, Unknown. I guess I just troll right for a swamp here. So we are 15 cards deep, still no... We could have a... The Generous End's irrelevant, right? It doesn't get a forest. So we have a Mass Vandal here, sure. Mass Vandal here, okay. So they know our hand, right? Rumble. Spy, Mezfiend, Gatecreeper Vine, Saga. It's an interesting one from them. Because they have to decide between do they want to spy or do they want to get the 6th land out. They choose a Gatecreeper Vine, is that? Yep. Okay. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in Drown. I feel like that's not a good idea though. Swamp, play Swamp. So they have Generous End and 1 Unknown. Can't really attack. Right? Be silly to attack. They do attack. So we get kill 1. It's like strobe, just kill 1. Whap. Keeping the board sort of clear. Defile. I do think we... 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, I think we just a Curse Marauder here. We sacrifice our Shambling Ghast. They kill one of them. We kill the spawn. We're keeping the board pretty clear. Which is quite nice. We get a cast down this Generous End they're going to cast. The awkward thing is, I guess Writhing Chrysalis is a problem. Gen End. They attack for 1 here. I'm assuming. They do not. Okay. Very macabre. Now, I don't know how... So they can't go down the spy route. Now, right? Because we have not only do we have Defile, but we also have Fairy Macabre here. Another one. Sure. It's a problem. Still no attacks. How many Mezfiends have this? 1, 2. So they'll likely still have another 2. Which is not good. Not good. I repeat, not good. So let's kill this. We have 1 card in hand. So I can't kill that. Need another removal spell for that one. Off the top. Let's go. I probably shouldn't have done that there and then, but oh well. Oh well. We'll have a little staring competition here. Spellbomb us, sure. And Spellbomb and draw a card. How many spies? Just the 1? Yeah. Thought we exiled something with a Mezfiend. Did we not? What was that last game? I think that might have been last game. Still no attacks with this Mass Vandal. I would have took at least like 4 or 5 here. Now we've got our own bomb. Let's go! They're on 1 card. Flying for 3. I like how they're keeping the Mass Vandal back, but never not committing the Writhing Chrysalis here. I've just got a feeling. No, Mass Vandal. Okay. Okay. Another swamp, huh? I don't need to commit this swamp just yet. I'll just swing for 6. They do have 6 life here in them food tokens, so they can negate that, I guess. Crack it. Draw a card. I'm surprised they crack it and draw a card right now, to be honest. When they could just gain 6. I guess they can technically gain 6 over 2 turns, but... Attack for 3. Again, they could be attacking with a Mass Vandal here. It's really putting the race in two ways, right? If they do that. Swamp. We're going to swing for 6. Yeah, 21. 21. I don't think I need to Village Rights right now, right? No, I don't think so. I don't think. I wonder what they drew. They drew nothing relevant here, right? So they do finally attack, so let's block. And then let's Village Rights this. Blap. Bog plus Defile. I'm going to hold, because in case they play a Mezfiend here. Exhume. What could they possibly exhume here? Balustrade Spy. Troll. I mean, okay. Sure. They could go for a bomb, which I have a kill spell for. Nice and on time, Bazooka Bug. I guess I did get punished for not, I saved 1 point of damage. But, I saved 1 point of damage, but I basically, let's do this. So do I Defile now? So then I commit some sort of black mana to them. Basically, the reason I commit black mana is if they don't have a creature. So they have to commit a Dregscape here is what I'm thinking. They unearth the Dregscape, sure. Dread Return. Go on, go for it. You've got no cards in your hand. What's the last? The reason I did that is this is basically if they have a Mezfiend in hand, they could play it. Now they don't. You're committed now, mate. You're committed now. Where's the other giant? Is the other giant in hand? But they don't have a black for it. So what else do we target? Lotleth and this card, I guess. Cool. Goodbye. So we managed to 2-3 here. I don't think the... I don't know what I think, right? I think the biggest problem with this deck is you draw quite... You gain advantage in the creatures, right? Like, obviously, Shambling Ghast does stuff. Mezfiend does stuff. A Curse Marauder does stuff. In specific matchups. So your Wellsprings do things. Let's put that in air quotes. But at the cost of drawing significantly less cards. Right? So, like, even if you're playing Lembas or if you're playing Wellspring, you draw up to 1 to 2 less cards per card. Right? Is the best way I'm looking at this. Like, the Curse Marauder's sort of fine because it's in a pseudo Tithing Blade slot, right? But you lose that. The other thing as well is no Crypt Rats. That might be an oversight on my part. I basically didn't want to end up having Crypt Rats and a bunch of creatures in play, but it might be a sort of necessary evil. But yeah, I think the big thing is drawing less cards. Maybe we need Guild Swarm Prowler in the deck to draw at least some form of cards. That sort of Death Touch, Terror, so maybe that's instead of the Curse Marauder slot, maybe. I don't know. I think Guild Swarm Prowler might be the answer. I'll definitely give this deck a spin again, for sure. But I also don't think this is any better than just Mono Black Sack. Like, you could probably play Mono Black Sack and play it more mid-rangey, like go slightly bigger with the Pedigree, Banker, or whatever it's called. So yeah, I definitely think there's something here. But I don't think it's this. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm trying Temporal Intervention anyways, basically, so you do not have to play it in Gardens, that is for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace!